Welcome to the Carolinas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers Virtual College Fair. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Before we get started with our presentations, just a few quick housekeeping items to go over. Attendees are welcome and encouraged to ask questions to any of the panelists at any time utilizing the Q&A feature. You can pose a question to a specific institution, or you can ask a general question to any and all of the institutions. Also, just a reminder that your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists will not be able to see or hear you. And this is just one of several sessions being offered. There's another block this evening, as well as future blocks, so please do sign up for those if you haven't already done so. And about 1 week from today, a recording of this session will be available on that same registration website. Without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and introduce our first presenter, which will be Trident Technical College.
Well, thank you so much, Christopher. It's definitely a pleasure to be here with you guys today and share some of the great information about these institutions. So my name is Alan Barbosa, and I am a high school recruiter. And Trident Technical College is a 2-year public multi-campus community college located in the beautiful city of Charleston, South Carolina. Some of the interesting facts about TTC are we have over 150 programs to study. So you have plenty to choose from. Third largest college in South Carolina. A lot of people don't know this, but soon we will have a 5th campus. It's going to be in Somerville around the Oak Brook area. And we are accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and School Commissions on Colleges. Those 150 programs to study, you will find them within these 10 areas of interest. So most likely, you will find your program to study here. Now, these are some of the popular programs that we have in those areas. We have 2 types of students at Trident Technical College, really. So the type of student that would like to come to Trident, learn a skill really quick within a year or 2 years, and then join the workforce. And the other type of student is the one that would like to come to Trident, take transfer credit classes to, go to a 4-year university here in South Carolina or anywhere in the United States, as a matter of fact, because of the type of accreditation that we have, it will allow you to do that. Really easy to apply to Trident Tech. Our application is free. Once you find the homepage, tridenttech.edu, or you just Google Trident Tech and Google, and of course you will see this homepage. Click where it says apply to Trident Tech, read the instructions, and you will be on your way. Within 24 hours that you apply to the college, the admissions office is going to send you an email with information how to log in your student portal. Now, in your student portal, you will have access to your navigator, which is the equivalent of your academic advisor. That's the person that is going to help you register for classes and probably answer questions about what else do I need to become a student at Trident Tech. So easy enough to get familiar with that. Another opportunity that we have for rising juniors, seniors, and graduating seniors in the Tri-County area is the Charleston Regional Youth Apprenticeship Program. And what that is an awesome opportunity for those that are selected as apprentices, that you will be learning in a job, getting paid what you are learning, and the class related to the field that you pick, and books and things of that nature will be covered by the Charleston Chamber of Commerce. So it's going to be free for you. It's a 2-year commitment. So you will be learning on the job and getting paid what you're doing. So it's an awesome opportunity. Another thing that I want to mention to you is that, whenever you do apply to a 2 or 4-year university, get familiar with the financial aid offices, because these offices are going to tell you what kind of financial aid package they can offer you. And the same happens at Trident Tech. The financial aid officers are trying to find money for you to pay for your education. First thing that you need to do, if you haven't done so, is apply for the Fafsa. And you can see the website right there, fafsa.gov. Do it as soon as possible, because actually the application for the academic year 2021-2022, it opened last year. So one of the scholarships that we use in South Carolina for the graduating seniors is the Life Scholarship. You know, you've probably heard about Palmetto Fellows, Hope Scholarship, but Trident Tech will use the Life Scholarship. And the only thing that you need in order to get that scholarship at Trident is to finish with a 3.0 GPA. And if you do that, automatically, you will receive the Life Scholarship. You can see that in order to receive that scholarship in a 4-year institution, you might need 2 things out of these 3 that you see there. So it's a little bit different. Also, Trident Tech has around $350,000 to award in scholarships. And the average amount for these scholarships is around $1,000. So if you are interested in coming to Trident Tech, go ahead and apply now, because the deadline for these institutional scholarships is April 23rd. What do you need in order to be considered for these scholarships? Apply to the college, submit a transcript from your high school, and make sure that if you took the SAT, ACT, send the test scores to us, or the AccuPlacer test, which is our placement test. So that way you will be able to go into your student portal and be, you know, considered for these scholarships. Another thing that happens that I want to mention real quickly is that if the federal government only offers you student loans, Trident Technical College will offer you lottery tuition assistance. And what that means is, for example, you can see here that our full-time tuition will cost $2,281.58. The lottery will contribute $1,320. So your full-time tuition cost will be less than $1,000. So that's kind of like the worst that can happen to you. Another thing that I want to mention, just in case, is if you have seen this free tuition that we have for the summer semester, that is only for somebody that already graduated, okay? You have to have a GED or high school diploma to take advantage of that. And you have my contact information right there, just in case anybody would like to contact me and have any questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Trident Tech. And just a reminder to any attendees who may have recently joined us, you are welcome and encouraged to ask questions to any of the panelists via the Q&A feature. But up next is the University of Mary Washington.
Hi, my name is Olivia Lehman. I'm one of our admissions counselors from the University of Mary Washington. I'm also an alumni, so I graduated class of 2019. So I apologize if I brag a little bit on the class of 2019 as we go through it today. But let's just jump right in and give you guys a little bit of background on the University of Mary Washington. You can see the beautiful shot of our campus here. Little bit of lag here. So here we are. So in the University of Mary Washington, we are located about 50 miles away from both Washington, D.C. and Richmond, Virginia. So you can see on the handy little map there, we're smack dab in the middle between those 2 cities. And this is really convenient for our students. It's very common for our students to, complete internships in Washington, D.C. or in Richmond. They're actually connected by a commuter train called the Virginia Railway Express, which has very affordable prices for students. And it's an hour ride right into the heart of DC and Union Station. So it's a really great location that drives a lot of students from both out of state and all over the country and all over the world. We have about 4,200 undergraduates, and we really are an institution that's built for undergrads. We don't have teaching assistants, graduate assistants teaching courses. We have master professors teaching every single course, and we have over 80 majors, as well as pre-professional programs and partnerships with professional institutions after you do graduate. So you can see the cost of in-state and out-of-state tuition here. I'll talk a little bit more about financial aid at the end. So I will kind of come back and talk a little bit about the scholarships that we offer for students that are coming from out of state. But like I said, we have really interested professors here at UMW, and our student to faculty ratio is 13:1. Our average class size is that nice 19. Again, though, if you are in a senior level class, you might have classes that are even smaller. I had a seminar that was 9 of us, and the quality of feedback I got really allowed me to become an expert in my field and really go ahead and succeed after I graduated. The class of 2019 actually has an 89% employment percentage. So 89% of students when polled were actually fully employed or in full-time graduate programs. So that's a really, really awesome statistic that I like to brag on my class for. But if you're kind of more STEM interested, we also have a lot of opportunities for you, even though we are a liberal arts public Virginia school. We have over $275,000 of undergraduate research funding. We have a brand new science center that was renovated about 2 years ago, so it's completely state of the art and it's pretty huge. There's all sorts of cool lab spaces. You actually get the opportunity to utilize research tools that you likely wouldn't get to access until you were actually hired in a lab after you graduate or were a graduate student. So we have a lot of cool spaces for you to utilize as a science student. You even have the opportunity to do research abroad with professors. We had a student tour guide that I knew who did research in Norway with a professor for an entire semester. And that's something that you get because of the relationships that you built at UMW. We have almost 200 clubs and organizations. We have 157 study abroad programs in over 54 countries. 1 in 3 students study abroad with us, and we actually have a partnership program where you can pay the same amount as if you're studying in Fredericksburg, Virginia, but you might be studying in Prague or Rome or anywhere else around the world. So that's a really cool study abroad opportunity that we make very affordable for students, and we have additional financial aid for specifically studying abroad because we know it's going to benefit you in the long run. We also have a lot of fun, just general pictures up here of campus traditions. There are all sorts of great traditions you can hear about on our virtual tours. I know it's not super easy for everybody to travel right now, so I do recommend taking a look at our tours on our website, and I can go ahead and share that in the chat after this. Just to talk about the admissions process and some financial aid information, because those are really, really important topics. So you can see here that we have over $43 million in financial aid awarded to our students. And we have out-of-state awards specifically to help make tuition more affordable. And that's just one of many ways that we supplement the cost of tuition. We also have interviews that award students that award students scholarships called the Taking Flight Award. We have full ride scholarships for students coming from out of state that's called the Alvey Scholarship. That's for students that are interested in STEM related fields. So we have all sorts of ways that we kind of supplement those gaps. I've been meeting with students individually one-on-one to go over their financial aid package and see where we can add any additional scholarships that will make Mary Washington feasible for them. So it's not just like, you're going to be calling a faceless financial aid office. You actually do have someone you can reach out to and specifically get help with through the entire process. And that's really what we're about at Mary Washington, is kind of supporting our students on every single level. You can see our admitted student profile here, but this is just an average. So we have students that have way above this GPA, way below this GPA, and we are a test choice school. So we don't require test scores. We haven't required test scores for almost 10 years. So it's something that we're really well versed in. And we do have scholarships for students without those scores as well. So you don't need to worry about taking the SAT, especially right now. We do have a really awesome honors program where you get access to a lot of benefits like priority registration. You get honors projects and service opportunities. So I really recommend looking into honors if you are interested. And here is my contact information. So if there's anything that I did not cover and that you want to hear more about, or if you do want to schedule that one-on-one appointment to hear more, feel free to go ahead and shoot us an email at admissions. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you very much, Mary Washington. Up next is Dukenshan University.
Yes, hello everyone. Welcome. My name is Lori Bregner, and I am a Global Recruitment Officer at DKU. Can everyone see me here? I'm seeing Christopher, the facilitator.
You might have a lag on your end. I have my video you're showing.
Okay, great. Awesome. So my name is Lori Bregner. I'm a Global Recruitment Officer with Dukenshan University. That is the campus behind me. I'm going to share my screen here. Give me just a moment. Okay, So many of you, when you saw this, the name of this school, you probably recognize Duke University. So you live in North or South Carolina, so you're very familiar with Duke's prestige, of course, basketball, and just what a world-renowned school Duke University is. So I'm going to tell you about a school that you might not have heard of yet, and that is Dukenshan University. And this is Duke University's new joint venture campus near Shanghai, China. And this is a way that you can earn a Duke education in China. So many of you are probably familiar with the iconic Duke campus. Here's the beautiful Duke Chapel here with the Duke Forest. But I want to direct your attention to this other photo here. And this is the Dukenshan campus. It's, as you can see, it's very unique architectural features. And one of the most remarkable things when you look at pictures of the campus is that instead of having a grassy quad in the middle, we have this beautiful lake. And this is actually my favorite building on campus. This is called the Water Pavilion, and they tend to have different events here. So as I said, we are a partnership with Duke University, which I'm sure you are familiar with. It's consistently ranked one of the top 15 US universities according to US News and World Report. And as a Dukenshan student, you would have the opportunity to study on 2 campuses. You would study on our campus in Kunshan, China, which I will share more about the location and the benefits of studying in Kunshan in a few more slides, but also on the Duke University campus here that you're probably very familiar with. As a Dukenshan student, when you graduate, you would join 2 alumni networks. So you join the Dukenshan Alumni Network with all of your fellow students from all over the world that you studied with in China. And then also you would join the regular Duke University Alumni Network, which is currently 170,000 members strong and growing. So Dukenshan University is a research-oriented interdisciplinary arts and sciences university. And this was designed for students who really want to make a meaningful difference in the world. So we just started offering undergraduate programs in fall of 2018. So we have not yet graduated our first class. And let's talk a little bit more about the location. So Kunshan is located very near Shanghai and also a city about the size of New York City in China called Suzhou. And this is a very strategic location because Kunshan is actually a hub for high-tech research and manufacturing. So it is considered a small city by Chinese standards of about 1.7 million, but it is growing. And you might even liken it to a place like Silicon Valley in California because there's lots of startups and just a lot of innovation. As you can see also, the lake that we have on our campus fits right in with Kunshan as it has a lot of beautiful parks, lakes, and green areas. So we like to say that Dukenshan University is your gateway to Asia and the rest of the world. You can absolutely explore places very close to campus. So Kunshan is a very modern, forward-thinking city. However, a few minutes off campus, you're also near these beautiful ancient Chinese water towns that you can explore within Jiangsu province. And of course, you're only a 20-minute high-speed train ride to Shanghai. Here's a beautiful shot of the dazzling skyline of the Bund. And then one of the main parts of your experience as a Dukenshan student is the fact that you'll have the opportunity to spend 1 semester at Duke University in Durham, North Carolina, your junior year. So Dukenshan has a really unique course schedule. We have, instead of having class in the classroom Monday through Friday, we have class in the classroom Monday through Thursday. And Fridays are for learning outside of the classroom, maybe going into Shanghai, going on a field trip with one of your classes, having an internship. We also have an innovative semester schedule. Instead of taking 4 or 5, 6 classes at once throughout the semester, you'll have 2 sessions per semester that are 7 weeks long. And within each of those sessions, you'll take 2 to 3 classes at a time. And it looks like we're running out of time here. So I'm just going to fast forward to the end here. If you do think that this is something that you'd be interested in, you're welcome to apply via the common application. Generally, early decision opens up around the beginning of November, and regular decision is in January. So we would love to see your application. And I know this is a unique school, so if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them at the end or in the Q&A.
Thank you very much, Dukenshan. Our next presenter this evening will be Denmark Technical College. Excuse me. Yes, Denmark Technical College. I'm not sure if you're speaking, Melvin, but we're not able to hear you. We're still not getting any audio on our end. So Denmark Techno, I think the best thing to do right now is we're going to move forward to Weber International, and I'll contact you via the chat to kind of suss out the issue. But I think that's, for the sake of time, that's probably the best thing to do. So up next will be Weber International University.
Good evening. My name is Amanda with Weber International University in Central Florida. Thank you for having us this evening. I'm excited to be here. Weber International University is almost 100 years old. We sit on the shores of Crooked Lake, the 3rd cleanest lake in the state of Florida. We were an all-women's business school up until the early 70s when our first gentleman was admitted. And we currently have about 800 students, so we're probably one of the smaller schools you'll see this evening. But we have a lot of great options for you for our size. So again, we're located in Central Florida, about 45 miles, 50 miles from the Orlando airport. So if you do come to visit, we ask that you fly into Orlando International Airport. We're happy to run shuttles. If you do visit Florida this spring or summer and decide to attend Weber, we will scholarship you up to $500 towards a flight. So just keep that in mind. Here in Central Florida, you can easily visit 2 to 3 colleges in one day with our great options. So I just encourage you, if you do get down here, take a day, look at some schools, see what's a good fit. So just so you guys have an idea of Weber campus, we have a white sandy beach volleyball, great pool. Our new football field is a turf field. If you guys are into that, it's a beautiful new addition. On top of that, our campus life, again, like I said, about 500 or 800 students, about 500 of them live on campus, but we have remodeled our cafeteria. Our Starbucks opened in January, so everyone was excited about that, as well as our learning commons. So we have a great tutoring center, 24-hour computer labs, and 24-hour assistance if you guys need it for technical issues that we're all dealing with now online. So different activities listed here. Our Dean of Students is Jay Culver. His contact information is down here on the bottom. We do offer different scholarships depending on what clubs and activities you are interested in participating in. So I'd be happy to go over those in more detail if you would like more information. You can request more information on our website. Our newest clubs are fishing and esports. So our esports facility is about 3 miles off campus, but it's brand new and awesome. And we play 4 different games. So if you are interested in esports, let me know. We are a part of the NAIA conference in Florida or in the Southeast. So we do go in and out of state for different games and tournaments. Specifically, the fishing team does go out of state. Our bowling team is nationally ranked. And our flag football team, our newest sport for ladies, beat University of Florida a couple of weeks ago. So we were pretty excited about that. So any opportunities for scholarships with sports, I'd be happy to put you in touch with those specific coaches just to help you move forward with the process. Here at Weber, we have about 23-to-1 student to professor ratio. We have added, we were strictly a business school, as you guys saw earlier this evening in the presentation. About 5 years ago, we added some liberal arts majors. So we have psychology, education, special ed, and then you'll see here listed a couple of other. Pre-nursing is another one, and Weber is the first university in the state of Florida to offer the occupational therapy assistant as a bachelor's degree program. And you will automatically have a minor in the health service administration component. So 2 really great majors, especially here in the state of Florida, excellent clinical opportunities. If you're interested in physical therapy, grad school, we can help you in that direction as well. Just let us know what your end goal is and we will help you get there. So Weber does accept the common application. So I encourage you guys to apply to as many schools as you can. That common app, I think you can do up to 10 schools. And then if you use that QR code, it'll take you to our free online application. Our admissions process is rolling. So no deadlines, no application fee. And we are test optional. So we're not requiring the SAT or ACT, although it could help you with additional merit scholarship based off of your GPA and any test scores that you have. Weber also does a super score. So if you if you guys have a SAT and you take it twice, we'll take the top score from both of those schools or both of the tests and give you an overall higher average. Fafsa is so important. I know a couple other schools have touched on it. Fafsa is required for federal student grants. Weber offers work study both through federal aid and in-house work study, so you can have a job on campus, whether it's at the Starbucks or in the admissions office with me. There are quite a few great opportunities for you to work on campus. I encourage you guys to check us out online and follow us on social media. Again, my name is Amanda with Weber International University in Babson Park, Florida. Thank you guys all for your time this evening.
Thank you very much, Weber. Denmark Technical is sorting out some of their audio issues. They'll be with us momentarily. So right now, we will move to College of Charleston, then circle back around to Denmark. So College of Charleston, the floor is yours. I think you might be on mute there, Laura.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Laura Sanders from the College of Charleston. Oftentimes when our students are getting ready to graduate high school, we think about what is next. So at the College of Charleston, we would like for you to think about if we are what's next at the College of Charleston. So at the College of Charleston, we are a public liberal arts university located downtown Charleston, South Carolina. We have approximately 10,000 undergraduate students. Top 5 majors at the College of Charleston are biology, psychology, business administration, communications, and public health. We do offer over 140 majors, minors, concentrations. So we like to think we have something for everyone. We offer an average class size of 23. So that's a great opportunity for those students coming in from wherever you're coming from in the United States or abroad. We offer over 240 student clubs and organizations, something for everyone. If there is not an organization that interests you, we always welcome you to bring your own interests and start your own club. We offer a tremendous study abroad program with over 85 opportunities for you. We always say to study or to check out those opportunities early and often so you don't miss those opportunities while you're trying to complete that undergrad program. We have students from 48 states and territories represented in our undergraduate population. 16-to-1 student faculty ratio and over 62 foreign countries represented as well. The College of Charleston just celebrated our 250-year anniversary, so that was super exciting for us. We are also NCAA Division I athletics in the Colonial Athletic Conference with over 19 sports teams for you. So our new academic programs for this year are our dual degree nursing program. We offer a 5-year program in conjunction with USC Upstate in South Carolina in Spartanburg. It's in conjunction with Mary Black School of Nursing. So students will complete 3 years at the College of Charleston and then spend their last 2 years with USC Upstate in the upstate of South Carolina. And at the end of that program, they will graduate with a BA in biology from the College of Charleston, as well as a BSN from USC Upstate. So a great opportunity if you're thinking about nursing at the College of Charleston. So talking about some application deadlines, for students now, our new application will go live the 1st of August. So keeping in mind that early decision binding process that will be due by October 15 with a decision in December. Early action is non-binding and due by December 1st, which also puts you in our merit-based deadline as well, getting a decision by February 1st, regular notification, and then the final application deadline by April 1st. We are winding up our application process right now, so super excited to be enrolling those class of 2025 currently. Honors College has a priority deadline, so definitely just checking out those deadlines on our website so you make sure to not miss those. What to submit with your application would, of course, be your online application. We are a Common App institution, so we encourage you to use the Common App or apply on our website as well. And you can reach out to anyone in our office to request a fee waiver for that application so it doesn't cost you those monies. And of course, we're going to need your high school transcript. This past year and continuing into 2022, the College of Charleston is test optional. So students who apply can choose whether or not they would like to have their application evaluated with those test scores. And that also includes honors applicants. So it's really up to the student if they want to submit those scores. We will need them for state scholarships, but we can consider your application without those test scores. I personally think that's a great opportunity for students to submit an application without them. Some of the guidelines there are just if you feel like your SAT or ACT do not adequately reflect your academic level, or you've not been able to test as often as you had hoped. So just some opportunities for you there. The profile of our admitted students this past year, the middle 50 percentile of our freshmen enrolled for the fall of 2020 in-state. You see our averages there for SAT, ACT, and GPA, our out-of-state averages as well. And you can kind of take out those averages since we are now test optional. So again, I think that's a great opportunity for our students. We do have a Cougar Advantage for those in-state students. If you are top 10% at the time of your application, we have a Cougar Advantage pledge to help fill that tuition cost by covering that if you're also Pell eligible. Honors profile, tell you a little more about our honors college and encourage you to reach out to Elizabeth Roberts. We also have a Charleston Bridge program for students who would like to transfer in. We offer transfer as well, but our Charleston Bridge program is for qualified applicants. You have to apply to the College of Charleston. And if we see that you're a good bridge applicant, we select those students to participate in our bridge program. We have visit options going on right now, of course, virtual, but we encourage you as our campus opens up to come to campus and to get in touch with us at the Office of Admissions and reach out to me as well, Laura Sanders. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, College of Charleston. Now we're going to circle back to Denmark Technical College. All right. Melvin, are you sorted with your technology? Denmark, Teresa or Melvin? Okay, well, while we're waiting to see if Denmark is able to rejoin us, if I could ask the panelists to turn back on their videos, please. And we'll just do a really quick round of questions here ourselves. I'll make it a pretty straightforward question, pretty quick. What is your favorite event or tradition on campus, or what's a fun fact about your school? And we'll go back in that same order. So we'll start with Trident.
Well, thank you, Christopher. I think the tradition that we have at Trident that I love the best is the career days that we actually offer at Trident Tech. And this is an event that the high school students will come to the college and they will be able to go to make tours in different faculties, visit different buildings, because the North Charleston campus, the Thorny campus, is our biggest campus that has over 20 or so buildings in there, and you know, in all these areas of interest. And the Aeronautical Training Center is actually the newest building, and it's over 20,000 square feet in there. And there's a lot of the programs that the students will be able to go and learn about. And as a matter of fact, 2 weeks ago or so, we finished our virtual career days, and we recorded all the information sessions. So if a students, get in contact with me, I will be more than happy to share those videos of the information sessions with you. And so they will learn from the instructors and coordinators and all these programs that we offer at Trident. Also, I would like to share with you guys that we are going to have or host an information session in the Life Scholarship April 6th at 6 p.m. You don't even have to register. You just go to our homepage and you will be able to access the information session at 6 p.m. So that will be something good for everybody, that will utilize the Life Scholarship. As some of you guys know, half of the students that receive the Life Scholarship will lose it the first year. So hopefully they will be a little more aware of the renewal requirements for it. But yes, sir. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Mary Washington?
I would say my favorite tradition is definitely a day that we have on campus called Devil Goat Day. It's kind of a weird one. And the way this works is that the classes are divided up by even graduating year and odd graduating year. So even is goat Odd is devil. You get free t-shirts. They're redesigned every single year. So you have collectible fun shirts that become really coveted on campus. There's also free giveaways like speakers and things. It's a big competition between the classes. So there are big inflatable obstacle courses, rock climbing walls. There's free fair food. It's just a really nice, fun day to get together with friends. And it's the week before finals in the spring semester. So it's, you know, kind of the last time you'll be together before sometimes graduation. And it's just a really nice day to see everybody, enjoy the nice weather, and, you know, see your friend fall off a rock wall. So, you know, can't be beaten.
Great, thank you. Duke?
Yes. So my favorite tradition is something called admitted student experience. So we know that the decision to study abroad on a different continent is a really big decision. So what we do is, if you are an international student who has been admitted, generally when it's not a pandemic, we will pay for you to fly to China and get to know our campus, get to know our students, get to know our faculty, and get to know other students who you may be studying with. So I actually have a great picture here of this is usually the slide that I end on because I think that it really, this is a photo. Here's that water pavilion building that I told you about. Here is a photo from the 2019 admitted student experience that I was really privileged to be there. And it was just so incredible to meet so many of our amazing admitted students from around the world. So the admitted student experience and travel to China is my favorite tradition.
Great, thank you. Weber?
Well, right now we're actually, if I look out my window, I can see our spring fling going on, but so I will be joining that as soon as we wrap up. But one of the best traditions here at Weber is our annual beach party. Last year, obviously, we had to skip it, but it's the weekend before graduation. We are planning on moving forward with it this year. So it's a lot of fun. You guys saw a picture of the beachfront, but a lot of students will bring their boats or jet skis and tube. Actually, they were doing it today and out by the pool today because it hit about 90. It was about 91 today when I walked across campus. So we skipped spring and went right into summer. So beach party is the best.
Great, thank you. And College of Charleston?
Hey, so I would have to say that our most favorite tradition is graduation. Traditionally, students graduate under the oaks on the cistern. The females wear white dresses, the guys wear white tuxes, and so there's no cap and gown or robes to be worn. And so it's a great tradition at the College of Charleston. And that kind of, you back up into commencement in your freshman year where you join in with your class and you walk through Porter's Lodge together, you sign the pledge to graduate, and then that comes to fruition in those 4 years or 4.5, and when you graduate and get to walk across the cistern.
Great, thank you. Thank you for your additional insights. I was hoping that Denmark Technical would make it back, but looks like they may be encountering some technical issues with their joining our session. So
I'm sorry. I'm
oh,
sorry.
Teresa's here. Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm here, but I'll for some reason our video is not working. So Mr. Christopher, can you please send me your information? We'll get in touch with you tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. And you're welcome to take, you know, whatever time we have now. We can go about a minute past. If there's some information you'd like to share with.
Well,
with the
I don't have the
attendees.
video. I want to be professional like everyone else. So if you don't mind, I'll get with you and we'll get back with it. It's okay with you.
Okay, sounds good. I'll forward your information along to the main office, but thank you very much for making the attempt, and
Thank you. If you could put your phone number in the chat, please,
Yeah.
and email, and I'll get it out. Thank you.
Sounds good. So thank you again, everybody, for joining us this evening. Thank you to all of our attendees as well. We're glad you could spend some time with us and listen to these great presentations from our panelists. Before we end this session, just a few quick housekeeping items. The first is that when you close this window, you will receive a very quick 4-question survey that we ask that you take a minute and complete. And again, there is another block of sessions this evening, as well as additional sessions in the future. So if you haven't signed up for those, please do so. And about 1 week from today, a recording of this session will be available on that same registration website. But thank you again to everybody, and good luck in your college search. Teresa?
Got it. Oh, thank you. I got it.
Yep.
And we've
I'm
been
going to
touch-
send you, this is being recorded, so I'm just going to send you another message with the main office number. That's what you should use. Okay.
Okay, thank you.